way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion. With hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Gonna run it. It's Gutierrez. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Notre Dame's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play balls at the 25. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They're working that left side, and the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Pulled down after a pickup of 3 balls at the 13. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Trying to slam in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Stanford has it back, the Cardinal this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put some...
Start playing like a unit on this drive.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. Even further after the catch.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Slips a tackle. They get to him as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Going to try to get it himself, and he'll be brought down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. When you get that back.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be and nowhere to run.
He's got his man. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be awkward body catches, and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Irish!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And
off he goes. He's at the 40. The 20.
In his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Quick pass on the jet motion. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you this is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
He's got the back in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, it's crazy. Every time I watch this guy play, it's as if he's playing in a video game, because that's the kind of numbers he's putting up. Every single week he's doing this. It's ridiculous. He is rewriting.
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They are out to send a message in this rivalry game, Jesse, and the quarterback has to keep his composure after taking a shot like that.
Man, and I've been on the receiving end of some of those hits in rivalry games. It is not fun. They hurt a whole lot more, David. It just feels different in games like this.
It just means more because these guys don't like each other, and you love making those big hits in big moments that they replay throughout the whole next year.
Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Notre Dame! How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split them out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The offense lining up for a first down play. Defense in press coverage. Going up top on first down. Fires deep on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Man, this defense is dialed in. Already forced one interception, had a chance right there to get another one. Everything this offense does so far, they are reading it, breaking on it, and making some plays.
And the pass is intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Comes out throwing on first down. Looking left. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Looking to go up top on first down. Grabs it in the middle. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Okay. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Let's go! From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
To the air on first down. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He'll try to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David. Picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Gutierrez.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He'll keep it himself. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. So now on comes the field goal unit. They put on the heat and they blocked it. He picks it up. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 50, the 30, at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Irish. PAT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll go back to the ground. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Looking to move it through the air. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll try to get it through the air. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight. This kicker is mentally tough, man. There are not a lot of guys that would have a kick blocked earlier in the game come out here and make that kick you just saw. That was awesome.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
It's complete to the left. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He looks that one in nicely. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll go to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Ooh, and I love the running back here running into the blitz. He saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Tight end getting vertical. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Fast motion from the offense. The give on the inside. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. 1st down marker. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Here come the Irish back on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's going up top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Notre Dame! Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense getting set for 1st down. He's going to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Gutierrez. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Stanford quickly to the line. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. He'll just keep slinging it. Gets it out fast. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Gutierrez. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. He's looking to throw. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Irish!
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Okay, ready?
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field.
Here we go.
That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
On second down, he'll let it fly. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Come on, next.
He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. It's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
On the set.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
In blue. In blue. Ready?
He wants to throw. Going for the big play. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And it's been a battle of wills between these two teams through 2 quarters. Bend but don't break. They've managed to neutralize the explosive playmaker. by shutting down passing windows and providing tight coverage. Forget the Jimmies and Joes. This second half could really be about the X's and O's. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving.
On the double.
First down here for the offense.
Fire.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 40. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. From the defense, they knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He now has 62 yards rushing for them so far as he closes in on that 1,400-yard mark. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll go right back to him. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Easy.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Powers through the defender. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the pummeling has started. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods.
Running toward the tape. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And back to the air on 2nd down. Finds us back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, that one gets tipped and falls incomplete. That's been the best news on the day for this QB, man. As a former quarterback that's done this before, I can tell you, when you throw 4 picks in a game like this guy has, you never forget.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Grab behind the line. It's Gutierrez. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wide open downfield. And he breaks into the open. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Irish. And the punishment has been extended.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
Wide receiver shows motion. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Trying play action. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Fires to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here come the Irish back on offense.
Green 25.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's off to the races. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He'll try the left side. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Going up top on first down. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Clear. Spider.
He's going to pass. Looking to scramble. He'll let one go down the right side. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception.
In situations like this, it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes. And for these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
The give to the back. Gives him a little breathing room, picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Comes out throwing on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He caught it. Touchdown, Irish. And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they got him for the sack. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gutierrez. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's caught. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Stanford!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. Line gets set, first down. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down.
Easy. Can. Check. Flip it.
Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And remember, he's already had 1 blocked in this game. And this one splits the uprights. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Bringing it back. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Field goal is good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting a field goal.
Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
And you want to still be aggressive. A lot of times aggressiveness is what gets you a lead, but at the same time, man, we got to take care of the football. We can't make dumb mistakes time and time again. You still are winning. I don't know if you know that. Look up on the scoreboard. You're still in the lead.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Tackled immediately after the catch. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man in the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Continues to be on fire at the quarterback spot. Continues to chew up yards. Over 100, over 200, over 300. Now we're over 450. Have yourself a day, young man.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
42 Spider. 4-2.
They keep attacking through the air. This time he's got his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was right.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
The corners are walked up tight. Takes the handoff. It's Gutierrez. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
The expressway is wide open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the...
And he's thrown another interception. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got an open man. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Got his man downfield. And some room to work. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He'll do it himself. Bulls his way forward.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Jackrabbit.
They'll try the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
The give. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
He'll bring it out. It's Peppers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it. Move on.
And that's a live ball behind the line. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Scrambling away. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
You know, I love offense. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
It's complete on the right side. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Coming after it. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, but then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me with my speed.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the pummeling has started.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. On 1st down, here comes this offense.
Green 25.
Looking to move it through the air. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
Pocket starts to come. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Running it back, it's Peppers. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got room on the return. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
You always try as a player to say the weather for quarterbacks to grip that thing and make accurate throws. And how about that? The defense comes out, makes a big play, creates the turnover.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been